Sitting out for 40-minute quarter. Yeah, he's like sometimes got his arm up there.
Didn't do any players. Yeah.
Well, welcome back to the action here for the match of the day, round 1 GDFL football for the 94 season. And David Cook, Ron Brain is the action one.
Yes, you had the scoreboard right, Ronnie. The Corio bloke got a bit excited on the scoreboard, put him up for 2 goals when he only should have put him up for 1 there at one stage. But Corio had a very fiery speech at three-quarter time. Wouldn't be surprised to see him come out and play pretty hard footy in the last quarter. As we see in the screen there, young Holton going in and doing his best, but the ball's taken away from him. Kicked into the forward pocket. They're all looking a bit wet and bedraggled out there now, Ronnie, but McKinnon takes the mark, and he's played a bit better since he got to the forward line, Dave McKinnon. And he takes this mark, but again he's in the forward pocket. Again they've gone out wide.
Mate, he had Mick O'Toole, who's not happy. 20 metres clear of Cameron Carr, and he's ignored him.
Made lovely position now. He's got to try and kick this from the very acute angle with a wet ball. As predicted, it's gone over the line and out of bounds on the full. Well, poor footy.
That is very poor footy, and I don't blame Mick O'Toole for being a little annoyed on that occasion because he was in the corridor, so to speak, and would have kicked a certain goal for the Devils. Not to be, because Dave McKinnon decided to have a shot at goal and could not find the woodwork at all. Brad Martin, the fullback now for the Bell Post Hill side to bring the ball back into play.
Cameron Carr directing him to go to the far side of the ground. Slipped as he kicked that one a little bit and got under it. It goes out towards half-back. Well, here's a good mark taken out here by the 36 Guernsey, Mick Scholar. And he's taken a few of those today and he's played a darn good game. He's at the true centre half-back position and he sends Bell Post Hill into attack.
Yes, Kyle Cornwall held there and it doesn't matter. He's taken the mark anyway, David. And, well, 3 points the margin. Bell Post Hill favour, but Corio inspiring talk at three-quarter time. Have the running at the present time. Ball's at their centre-half forward position. Good work there at ground level. Sees the ball squeeze out where we see Nathan Lewis punted up the half forward. Now, Adam Kent. Fumbled first time, under pressure, slung off the ball by Glenn Travail. Loose ball now. Sees Cousins, that was. Kick off the carpet. Good footy out wide to Morrow. He chips it around the corner to Big Jack. Jackie Bowden kicks long up to half forward. Edridge at the back. Couldn't take the ball, but Mickey Bajelga can. And Matajic goes to centre half back. Positive footy too, up the corridor. Now Tommy Stavo.
That's his cousin, Ronnie's found Tommy Valchek. He goes down the half forward. Players rise there. Field looked to get in the back of his opponent, but play on as the call. It's built to the ground. Chance that might have been Wall. Was it punt kicking towards half forward? Well, more the centre wing position. They've got out of danger here at Bell Post Hill. It's gone close to the fence. It's out of bounds, in fact.
Came off a Corio player's
It might be a lucky
shin.
free kick, I think. Yeah, it has, Ron. And Mark McCronen's going to take this kick far side of the ground, centre wing position, and put Bell Post Hill back into attack.
Yes, an attack he does too. Up they go. No one can take the ball. Cousins at the back of the pack. A little quick chip kick. Doesn't travel a great distance. A lot of players at ground level.
Good hand pass. Cornwall gave it out to Mickey Mostert, who got the ball further afield. Here's the chance. They're coming down the ground. Kent's hand pass goes out wide for Corio. Little kick off the ground. They're working it forward in numbers, but chipping in here at half back and doing the job well as Barbaro. Spins on the left foot trying to keep it in, but I think he was out of bounds before he kicked that one, Ron. They might have a boundary throw in, or is it out of bounds on the full? We'll just wait here.
Good call, Cookie. The first one was the correct one.
I thought he was just over the line before he put the foot into it. And a boundary throw in, half forward flank. Corio going to attack, and Bowden doing the ruck work.
The ball comes to where Tony Field with quick hands there to Mickey Matchek. His hand pass, not a good one. Puts young Houghton under a bit of pressure. Has a bit of a windy woof. Morrow's there. Bowden likewise. Quick hands to Ettridge, who chips it over the top there to McKinnon, who makes good position, but tends to be a little slow in getting up to his feet and finding someone else in a better position. Does it well this time, but the umpire said, no, you can't do it.
Actually, they were lucky to get away with that, Corio, because the ball came back and it was well fisted away down there. But by the defenders at Bell Post,
but how long?
Bounds.
Tell me, how long have they been blowing time on when a player has got a shot for goal? I thought the forwards had a free rein and that they wouldn't do that because it just stuffs the whole game up.
There's something for the GDFL umpires league this week, Ronnie. He's found the short pass in now, and he's kicked it to Morrow, who's taken the mark. A little bit closer to goal, but certainly has narrowed the angle quite appreciably. McNamara's coming back on the ground. Ronnie's going to full forward.
Okay, well, Troy Morrow, it's a lovely low penetrating drop punt, but again, they just can't find the big sticks, just to the right of the big sticks. And, well, Troy Morrow been very busy too in his debut for the Corio Devils here this afternoon.
Yeah, he showed something, hasn't he? And it's pretty hard to kick goals from pockets. You've got to kick them from down the ground here. The pockets are quite deep here. You've got to go straight down the ground to kick goals. Let's see, there's the kick out. Straight down the ground, out towards half back. Up goes Field, can't hold the mark. He's got back up support too. Trimming down the ground is Valchek. He gets the ball across nicely. Looking for a teammate. He's found one. Spin on the right foot quickly and kick across the ground towards half forward. Up goes Pacific. He can't mark. Cornwall flew high as well. At the base of the pack might be a free kick here to Nathan Lewis for a trip.
Yeah, that's called a professional free kick. Nevada Cornwall stopped him.
Here comes Lewis, the hand pass. He's got a running teammate down the ground. There's Travail. Travail goes on the right foot. He spears Bell Post all deep into attack. Getting back, taking the mark. Mostert. Hand pass immediately to Shelley, who's going past him on the right-hand side. Shelley punt kicks long. Bowden has to hurdle an opponent, so he can't take the mark. It's tapped back now towards the advantage of Corio, in fact. And coming through Morrow. And away goes Morrow on the right foot towards half forward. Out in front, taking the mark is Mickey Howard. Just inside the 50-metre line. He goes short across the ground. It's come off, I think. Has the mark been paid? It has not. The Brown. The umpire didn't pay that one, said it touched the ground. Picked up by the big fella Howard. Left foot kick out of the goal square. Bouncing towards the goal mouth. This might get through. Wait on this.
I think you'll find it's a great goal.
I think the little fella might have got the foot to it, Ronnie, down there.
Yep, I think you'll find Butter Ettridge has popped it through, or was it...
Yeah, Ettridge is the one, not Mick O'Toole. It is Ettridge. And it was almost through from Howard. They're all holding it back, but it wouldn't bounce through. Ettridge sunk the slipper and gets another goal on the board for Corio.
Kicks there.
It's on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock. Ronnie going to put you on the spot. Who's going to win it?
Corio.
Okay, he's gone for Corio. I think Bell Post Hill might. Back to the centre. Up goes Scholar. Tries to knock it forward. It's taken away from him by Morrow. But they got the numbers, Bell Post Hill. The hand pass over the top was effective. Little kick off the ground there by Tommy Svalchek. Goes towards half forward. Out comes Pacific, but the free kick's going to be paid here. And it's going to go back the way... getting this one, Adam Kent, Superman here at halfback. Got a short one on Manson, drifts up the ground, makes position, takes the mark. Is shepherded, but the kick is smothered off the boot. Well done there by Christensen. Rebounds the big fella there. Is that Field getting the kick in the little kick round the boundary line, heading again for Christensen over the boundary line. It goes like a boundary throw in from Tony Field's boot. Forward flank, Bell Post still in the attack. Scoreboard shows nothing in the game. Only 3 points the difference, and plenty of time left yet.
Yeah, certainly is. A lot of football left in this game. As we see over the top there was young McCrowan as the ball comes to ground. Cal Keating working hard, but likewise McCrowan picks it up, tries to break the tackle, can't do so, loses the footy, and I think you'll find the boundary line has one out on this occasion.
Yeah, off the boot of Cal Keating, but dribbled on the ground. No danger there of any free kick. Well played, Keating. Put himself in the play nicely. Out of bounds she goes. Boundary umpire about to commence proceedings. Bowden versus Field. They've done a man's job all day. Bowden might have won this one down. Chance here for Corio to come out of defence through the agency of Big Bowden. Oh, he pushes, he kick. This will be out on the full. Crucial decision here. Yes, you'll find it's a free kick. And it's going to go to the number 11 jersey of Joey Barbaro. Now, Bell Post Hill, they're trailing by 3 points after leading most of the day. Oh, big kick in the forward zone. The big fella's taken the mark. This is Longworth, is it?
Yes, it is. Longworth it is.
Oh, he speared across the front of the pack, got up high and took a beauty, Ron. This ball's a bit greasy. He's on about, worse than 45 degrees, on 55-degree angle. But the pockets are deep here. He's got a bit of room. Important kick. Longworth for Bell Post Hill, comes in, kicks it. What a magnificent kick off the boot. No bouncer down it. He ever do.
And, he's looked all right too, Neil Longworth, since coming on. It's his first for the afternoon, but he's quite a big fella. And another target for Bell Post Hill up forward. And let's put them back in front, Cookie, at the 10-minute mark of the final quarter. Bell Post Hill now have moved to 11 goals, 874. 2-point leaders over Corio, who are 10-12, 72.
Oh, plenty of game left here, Ronnie. This will be a pretty good game. The finish, I think you'll find, and Longworth putting through a lovely goal. Up goes Phil Bowden, beats him on this occasion, knocks it to the ground. They got to out of the centre here, Corio, up towards the forward zone. Mark Brown's a chance to run onto the footy here, using his pace out wide. Paddles in front of him. Cameron Carr paddles him as well, pushes it towards the boundary line. In goes Cornwall, tackled, gets the hand pass back. Left foot kick in a hurry here towards the forward zone. Oh, back in his judgment, coming out well too. There was Bile. Did it well, did Bile, and bottled up the play nicely out there, Ronnie. Gutsy effort that, because if he missed it, there was two players behind him that were going to take it away for Corio, but Bile got the hands on it, put it over the boundary line. Good safety first stuff.
GDFL Bingo Centre scoreboard final term shows that Bell Post still leading by 2 points. 74 plays 72. Ball now at half forward for the Corio side. Working hard. Troy Morrow slaps it on his left foot. Good football fun. And I'll tell you what, the youngster has found a very tired Matthew Cullen.
Cullen down there in the forward zone now. Yeah, he looks a bit weary, Ron, but kicks this, you get a looser light because it'll put Corio back in front. Corio just starting to look a bit more desperate. Their speech out here was pretty rousing stuff. It was pretty fierce sort of speech given out here in front of our commentary position at three-quarter time. They've come out playing like that in this third quarter, and here comes Cullen. He's a left footer. He puts the boot into this. It's a long kick into the goal square. Won't make the distance. Tapped over the back and through for one behind off a rushed hand.
Yeah, good defensive footy, Bell Post Hill. Margin now one solitary point here in the GDFL round one match of the day for 94. Just waiting now. Brad Martin with the footy. Elects to come to the broadcast side of the ground. Up they go. Scholar couldn't take that one. It's about the first overhead grab he's dropped all afternoon. Back in there again, Scholar. Dumps it across to a teammate who fists it forward. As we see on top of the football working hard was young Mike Wilson. He lost it. Cousins traps it. Kicks it quickly up to the pocket. But was met solid there by Tony Field. The big ruckman.
The big ruckman came off second best too, Ronnie. Landed on his derriere, but forced the error from Cousins, and the ball's gone over the line for a boundary throw in left forward pocket.
Had the desired effect, Cookie.
Yes. Boundary throw in left forward pocket. Last year's runners-up Corio playing Bell Post Hill, the first game of the season. Boundary umpire puts it back into play. Field slaps it back towards the boundary line. Christensen runs onto the foot. He got a hand pass further afield. Wasn't particularly good. Was that Etridge firing the ball into the forward zone? No one could mark down there. Up there was McKinahan couldn't mark. They're doing it well down there. Cameron Carr, I think, putting the boot into the ball. Well out over half back. The ball bounces very badly for Cousins, but it bounced all right for his opponent there in Wall. And away goes Wall towards half forward. Back to the centre it goes. Wall paddles up well and kicks it in front of him. McCronin it is wrong.
Yeah, McCronin doing well for the Hill. As we see there, the ball has sort of come to a stationary halt there. Working hard for the Corio side. I think you'll find as he picks himself up was Adam Kent. The ball kicked back to the centre of the ground. Now, an opportunity for Brasibovic. Cruise the ball back around, but the umpire has said, give the footy to me. As he just waits now.
And as that happened, Ronnie, you can see number 18 on your screen. Ricky Neville's just come back on the ground. So too is Paul Baker. A double change here by Corio.
The ball's gone flat, Cookie.
The ball's gone flat. Well, this is a good time to mention the GDFL Bingo Centre on.
Yeah, without a doubt, Cookie, and you can pop out there and try your luck out there at the GDFL Bingo Centre.
You'll win a bit of money too, by golly.
You certainly can out there at White Eagle House, Fellmongers Road, Breakwater. Give them a call on 218-484. The number again, 218-484. For bookings, Monday through till Fridays. There's afternoons at 12:15, evenings at 7:15 for Eyes Down, and Saturdays afternoons beginning at 12:30, evenings at 7:30.
Thanks, Ron. Back here, it's Eyes Down as up goes Big Field and wins the hit down, but sharked out of the pack by Cornwall. He punt kicks the ball up to almost in the attacking zone. Neville comes out, can't take the mark. Here's a trip on a player here for Bell Post Hill. He's going to go back. Adam Houghton, I think it is. He's going to take the free kick just short of the centre of the ground. Now, a good kick here can put him right deep into attack. What will he do? He goes out wide. No, umpire said he got to go back, kick over the mark. So the game's held up a bit longer. We can't do another ad for the Bingo Centre. We can't give them too much plugging here on.
No, we cannot. But
the ball coming back now from Bile.
It'll be interesting to see now, as the players have had a chance to get a bit of composure, just to have a bit of a spell, who's going to benefit from this.
Well, they're a young side, Bell Post Hill. Corio with the old experienced heads. As the kick comes from Houghton up towards the wall centre wing. He went across the ground that time instead of going straight down the middle, I thought. Ball trapped back. Umpire blew the whistle, then called play on. Must have been an advantage free kick. Ronnie, the mark's been taken here by Johnny Bartolo. Spears a kick into the forward zone. Out comes the big fella, can't hold the mark. Picked up by Brady. Brady goes bang, and Grady goes goal. That's 5 of them, Ron.
And a very, very, very good performance. Match winning for mine is young Mark Brady.
The big fella Longworth did well, got up in the air there and brought the ball to ground, couldn't mark, but brought it to ground. Didn't let it get away, Ron.
Yeah, interesting where Brady did actually lead and was quite annoyed when the ball was kicked right across ground. I mean, he was up the corridor and ignored, but he kept running, the young fella. And, well, there you are. Persistency always prevails, Cookie. He's picked up the crumbs and popped through a great goal under pressure.
And Bellpost still again gained the advantage, Ron.
Certainly too. Back to the centre. Up they go.
Field up high, taps the ball, McCrona knocks it on further afield. In comes Lewis, he can't handle the footy. Goes back after a tackle by Cornwall, loses it in the tackle. The numbers running at the moment, Bellpost still. They get a little kick around the boundary line. Who comes out? Is this Shelley coming out, is it?
No, it's Muzzuts.
Mustarts kicks the ball up towards half forward, sliding in and taking a nice mark in the 30. Said that might be Morrow with the long sleeves on there, Rod.
No, it's my little mate Ricky Bingham, the full-back.
I'm having bad luck with him, aren't I, Bingham? He's had 3 kicks. I missed him every time. He punt kicks. I'll get you there at the end of the year, son, don't worry. He punt kicks the ball to half forward, but standing firm in defence down there is Bartolo, and he punt kicks the ball out wide for Bellpost Hill. That's what required at that time. It goes close to the fence, and I think it will go out before young Wally can pick it up, and it does so. Boundaries throw-in. There's the scoreboard, Ronnie. 10-12, 72 Corio. 12 goals, 80 points to Bellpost Hill. 8 points to everyone's final quarter.
Just to put Brendan Christensen's mind at ease, you look nothing like Bartolo, Brendan, so don't panic. That was David Cook. His eyes are failing him at the minute.
Wouldn't believe I made 300 runs for the year, would you? There's the ball down towards half forward. We're having a bit of fun, but it's pretty serious out there on the ground, I can tell you. Free kick going to go here to the Adam Prasimovich. The alphabet goes across the ground, looking for a teammate. Oh, wasn't a good kick there. The long one was the go, young fella. He's put his teammates under pressure. They're battling it out, but here's the chance for Mick O'Toole together. Fires the hand pass out. He's got the run of Ettridge. Ettridge straightens up, goes long on the right foot. Deep into the teeth, the goal goes. Ettridge. Howard's a chance. Had a fresh air shot. You wouldn't believe it. Yeah, back there, fresh air shot from Howard. Sean Bile dives on top of the ball. It's into the goal square still. Now it's knocked through from behind, and Mickey Howard might lament one that was missed.
Well, Bellpost still can thank Brad Martin for that, because as Howard was about to pop the ball through the big sticks, he just got his hand to the ball and pushed it away from him as he had a kick at it.
Is that what it was, Ron? I thought he might have said boo. I don't know what happened there.
Just ask the accurate one.
Okay. Ball back in the play. Left foot kick towards the forward pocket. Out comes Cameron Carr. Traps it well. Punt kicks with left foot. Down towards centre half back. He needs some support here because they're going to rebound straight away through the agency of Morrow. Morrow into the goal square. Howard taps it further afield. Can't get the boot. The ball's tapped through again. 1 point only on the board. And they're patting the little fella on the back. That was Joey Barbaro that time. And did well to Joey to knock that one through and save the bacon of the Bellpost Hill Football Club.
Yes, certainly did. And, well, a real opportunity went begging there. Mick Howard should have marked the ball for mine. Didn't, and has proved costly. Scoreboard, 10-15-75. Corio, 12-8-81. 6 points the margin.
Back out to half back it comes. Bellpost over this time with the ball, spins around on the right foot, up towards half forward. The big fella goes up high, can't mark on that occasion, Scholar. The ball rebounds. Here's a chance for Kent. His hand pass is intercepted. Who wants the footy the most? This little fella from Bellpost Hill says, I do, and he punt kicks down to the forward zone, but out comes McNamara, takes a good mark in defence for Corio.
Yeah, steadies the ship well for the Devils, goes out wide to the broadcast side of the ground and finds Manson on the left foot. Good football finds Shelley, and yeah, 50 metres.
Oh, that's a nomination. He should be an American, Darren Shelley. He ran in and pat him on the back, and he went down like a bag of salts. He got straight back up and laughed at the bloke. He got 50 metres out of it.
That's a bit of experience coming out there.
Yes, all right, I'll agree with that, Ronnie. He sucked him in. Oh, God, he got 50. Look at that for a kick. A Wanganui punt. You would like to sit underneath that one on the forward zone. Out towards the fence. Horton's been there battling hard. Does well as Horton. Streams back through the flow of play. Punt kicks towards back. Here's Shelley. Let's see if he can act this time. Oh, he's caught. Holding the ball. Play on. Gives it across to Mick O'Toole. Mick O goes down to the forward zone. Up high they go. Might have... There's no... Ronnie, their umpire and your commentator, well, you mate, take the throw in.
If I could see that from here, the umpire's, 5 metres away. If he can't pick him up, well, I don't know who can.
Scoreboard, 80 plays 75. Bellpost Hill lead on the GDFL Bingo Centre scoreboard.
Oh, over the top, Ricky Neville. Can he do a match-winning Gary Ablett here? No, he can't. Good tackle placed on him. But, gee whiz, he got up high. Thought he might have grabbed the ball out of the air, hit the turf and popped it onto his left foot, but couldn't do so.
In your dreams, Ron. Boundary throw in. Up goes Bowden and slaps the ball to the ground for Corio. It's pretty tough in there. There's plenty of players trying to get hold of the footy. one of those players is Tommy Zalchuk. He's in there. He can't pick it up either. The umpire says, I think I'll start proceedings once again. Here is Sean Byle, who's been a bit of a grim defender down there in defence, lifts himself off the footy, the last one to get up.
Yeah, pretty consistent defender there for the Hill, is young Sean Bale. As we see that young Bartolo gets a quick kick out, but he travels a short distance. We see now Ricky Bingham trying to pick it up, kicks it off the carpet, finds his teammate there in Brown. Brown's hand pass, a good one to Cousins, who punts it to centre-half forward. Will the ball sit for Howard? Yes, it will, but he's besieged by Bellpost Hill defenders. And good defensive football took Howard right out of action. And we'll see a bounce down.
It's only about 30 metres out from the Corio goal. It's been tough going this last quarter. Both sides giving it all as the umpire puts it down on the turf. Kick it out of defence. Bellpost, all the supporters scream, and they do out towards the centre wing. Keating comes in. He can't gather it in before the footy goes over the boundary line, and David Wall right up his clacker. Ronnie can't gather it in either.
Okay, just waiting down the boundary umpire. Ball is on centre wing members' side, I should say broadcast side, which is the outer side here of the Shell Oval. The Devils' playground as the ball thumped back from whence it came by the big fella Tony Field, and that's valuable wasting time. We've been travelling 21.5 minutes of the final quarter. Can the Devils get back?
10-15 plays 12 goals 8.
5 points the margin.
5 points is the difference. That's right, Ronnie. Here's a chance streaming through the pack for Tommy Zalchuk. He can't pick it up though. Chance for Corio now. This is a game of opportunity now. Picked up. A little kick round the corner from Milo. Was an educated one. Went close to the boundary line, but it didn't go over the line and out of bounds as we thought it might. It went down there to the half forward flank position. Now it spills off hands, and the hands of the player there was Mark Brown, and a boundary throw in occurs about half forward flank, 55 metres out from goal. Corio to attack.
Oh, Ricky Neville over the back of the pack, but there's nobody home except Glenn Travail for the Hill. Gets
Good
a quick kick. Lewis, opportunities. Got 20 metres on his opponent. Steadies, runs his full distance if you don't 40. Mind. I tell you what, you're supposed to bounce it after 15, aren't you?
Shelley's got back and helped out here. He's run a fair go, as you said, Roddy. Shelley chips the ball round to the centre wing and finds a teammate out there who takes the mark, and it looks there like Mickey Mostert.
Yes, good footy there, running Shelley. Can he find a teammate? Yes, he can. Troy Morrow. That's not tomorrow, it's today. And Troy Morrow finds the butter. Ettridge punts it up to Howard. Over the top he goes, but good work, Brad Martin. The fullback for the Hill thumps it away and out of bounds.
Well, a good-looking attack there from Corio with the Shelley figuring prominently there after one player there must have run 45 metres with that
23.5 minutes gone.
On the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock, the boundary throw-in goes down towards Byle. Can he get it? No, it goes over the line out of bounds before it can get anywhere near it, in fact. And we'll have another boundary throw-in. Time ticking away. Corio there to goal badly, Ron.
Well, the ball's on their forward pocket, Cookie. A real chance to do so now.
Then they go. Neville takes it out of the air. The umpire's whistle sounded, though. He's found a free kick. I think it's going to go the way of the Bellpost Hill side. We're waiting to see the players running back this way. Must be a free kick to Bellpost Hill as Neville took it out of the air. I couldn't see it, Ronnie. Can't see everything, you know.
I thought you were the accurate one, Cookie.
And big Tony Field must have been interfered with in that ruck contest because he takes the free kick. Punt kicks long, out to defence. The ball spills back. Here's the chance. Given across. A long kick into the goal square. Is this going to drift through? Oh, getting back well, Ronnie. He's been a good player, this kid, Brad Martin. Got back well and marked right on the goal line. Was going to get behind anyway, but it's a good long kick, and he showed his judgment and got back well. He's only a kid, and he's doing it well for the Bellpost Hill Footy Club.
Yeah, certainly, and there's been an infringement on Brendan Christensen, and he'll get the free kick. He was like the meat in the sandwich there, Brendan, and the captain coach of the Bellpost Hill side takes the ball at half-back, looks up the ground, just waited long enough for Tony Field to make possession. He did so, took a nice mark, now played on foolishly. The hand pass, an absolute shocker, and Darren Shelley comes in and thumps it over the line and out of bounds.
Poor play, Tony Field made position, took the mark, should have gone back and kicked it as far as he could because the ball's just a little bit greasy and a kick's worth about 2 at the moment.
Shelley dumped
Shelley was it? Thrown off the footy, play on the call. Cornwall looking for it to come out to him. It doesn't do so. Little hand pass comes out there from Tommy Zalchuk. He's been a handy player for them today too. Real goer. Gets the ball out wide. Here's the chance now for Bellpost Hill through the agency of Prasivokovic. Shows a bit of talent. Spins the ball around. Lovely play, Prasivokovic. And the kick is a good one, Ronnie. And he's found Matchovic coming down the ground. He takes the mark in the true centre of the ground and kick it long. Shun the supporters scream. And he's put the foot right into it.
Yeah, great grab. Punt of the ball. And Shelley got up high, but at ground level, Christensen was there. Looks up the ground to Longworth, and the big arms of Neil Longworth wearing The number 27 Guernsey here this afternoon for the Hill has taken a great grab in the forward pocket. Angled pretty tight, Cookie.
Ronnie, I remember about 5 minutes into the quarter, I said pick a winner, and you said Corio. I originally picked Corio. I went for Bell Post Hill, and this bloke kicks this. I reckon it's all over. I think that'll be it.
Longworth.
He's
now.
already kicked one goal this quarter, Longworth. He's taken plenty of time about this one. Bit of an angle, but he should kick this goal. Goal umpire leans back. I think he thinks it's all right, Ronnie Brain. Yes, it's full points on the board.
For 1 point, Cookie.
For 1 point only. Must have been full point.
What were you on last night?
I can't see that far, you know. Well, a missed opportunity there for Neil Longworth. He'd be wishing I was the goal umpire. I think it's only 1 point on the board. Kick back into play. At the back of the pack, Keating's there. Can't pick it up. Picked up by Wall. The Mercurial Wall goes bang on the left foot. He's offline. I've got this one right. 1 point only to Wall.
Okay, well, they're peppering the goals now. The dying minutes. There's still probably a few minutes left, though, Cookie. It's 25 and a half minutes gone on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock here of the final quarter. Round 1, match of the day. Corio, Bell Post Hill. Margin is 7 points.
McNamara kicks out. Up goes Baker, dribbling across the front of the pack, takes a good mark. Corio raising a last effort as Baker gives it across to Keating. Away goes Keating on the right foot, up towards the centre of the ground. Oh, no mark taken. Well played. Is that the little Malchevek in there again? Is it getting the ball? They're going to get the right one here. It's Malchevek getting the ball back towards half forward. Hard to spit them out in a hurry, Ronnie.
Yeah, but
at the back of the pack as Cousins trying very hard. He gets it out wide. Travail gets a hand pass across. Wall goes on the left foot. Long kick going back towards the goal. Wait on this. Tap back cleverly. And the big fella's kicked the goal. Brady's tapped the back magnificently to Longworth, who's kicked the goal. And I think they might be home, Bell Post Hill, as Neil Longworth kicks his second for the quarter. What about Brady's tap back over his head?
Yeah, good stuff. Good,
oh,
good.
Sensational.
Great team football there from the spearhead. He's kicked 5 here this afternoon, Mark Brady. And that was great footy, and that could be the sealer. There's still probably 4 or 5 minutes left. Can Corio get this ball out of the centre? That'll be the telling time for them. I think you'll find that the GDFL Bingo Centre final quarter scoreboard now will move Bell Post Hill to 13 goals 10. 88 points, yes.
10, 15, 75. That's 13 points. They've got to kick. Well, they've got to kick 2 goals, 2 or 3 goals in a heck of a hurry, Corio. We might be looking to boil over here. Here's the scoreboard up now, the GDFL Bingo Centre scoreboard. Yeah, 10, 15, 75, 13, 10, 88, 13 points the difference. Final stages of the final quarter. There have been long quarters today on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock. I'm not sure we've been in a new battery in that clock run. It might be going a bit slower than it usually does, but they certainly have been long quarters, and maybe this might be another one.
Yeah, special thanks to Rocky too, and for all your locksmithing. Safes, all that sort of stuff.
And the trophies.
And a lovely selection of trophies out there at Corio Village. Yep, Rocky's the one. Rocky's Locksmith and Trophy Shop out there at Corio Village.
Johnny Cousins coming off, holding the left shoulder and going back on the ground as the, somewhat plodding, I'd suggest, at this stage. Cullen. Matt Cullen. Back to the centre, Ronnie.
Yep, take it away, Sam, as we see the big men fly. Neville gets it towards Edridge, who tried to tap it forward. Now Bingham picks it up well. Kicks long up there looking for Howard. In front, couldn't take the leather. Comes to ground. McKinnon was there, but likewise was Bradley Martin. Great defensive football, Mr. Martin. Kicks the ball some 30 metres toward the boundary line. And he was happy to see it go over and out 55 metres from the Corio goal.
Bell Post Hill, the game's in their keeping. Can they hang on? They should do so from this stage, Ron. Back in it goes, and back out it goes, and more time wasted, and another boundary throw in on the far side of the ground, about 65 metres around from Corio's goal.
Still, there has been a bit of time wasted, though, throughout the quarter. The previous one went for about 33, Cookie, so, anything can happen in this great game of ours, Australian rules footy.
Well, the ball shuffled around about another 15 or 20 metres. It's a good 2 kicks away from Corio's goal now. As the umpire throws it back in, the big fella field goes up, slaps at 25 metres, 20 perhaps, and now it's at least 3 kicks away from the goal of which Corio are attacking. This is good stuff from Bell Post Hill. They're a young side, Ron. They know they got the game there. They're heading for the boundary line now to waste time.
Yeah, they certainly are doing a fine job, the youngsters, as we see Tony Field again, but it's trapped at ground level by Troy Morrow, who gets a quick kick to half forward. Clean bowled Mickey Matchevek there, as we see working hard now. Good support, Cameron Carr, and Mr. Cool Ice, I'd like to call him, takes the ball very nicely to centre wing, and that looks like the full forward up there.
Yeah, it is Brady. Take the mark on the defensive side of centre wing, if you don't mind, getting down the ground. The ball was a free kick paid. It's gone over the top. A flying shot at the goal. Going to drop short, Ron. They're getting back to the footy here. The big fella who's done well this quarter, Longworth, gets back. Can he gather the footy? He does gather it. He knew it was out of bounds. The boundary umpire was a little bit away from it there. He might be like a couple of others. But give his congratulations there for Longworth's second goal, perhaps a little while ago.
Well, he just flattened down McNamara.
McNamara. Here's the kick off the boot, left foot shot. It's a goal. They're home now, Brainy. I think that was off the boot of Tommy's Valchek. We'll pick this up in a minute. There's 28 players going to cuddle him.
No, I reckon it was the coach.
Good coach. The accurate one, Noel Fanning.
Number 3. Let number 3 and number 8 mixed up a bit today.
I've got me back to it too, fellas.
You've got about 3-4 monitors down there, so stop cheating.
Kicked that from in front of the Pigeon Club.
Yeah, important goal, that one. If it wasn't over before, I tell you what, Ronnie Brain, it's over right now. Bell Post Hill might have arrived as a force to be reckoned with in the GDFL for season 94.
Certainly, Cookie, and the Panthers will be purring tonight out there at the Hill.
Understand they've got a few players out of the side today too, Ronnie. A couple through injury, a couple haven't been cleared yet, I believe.
Yeah, so, Ray Robertson, I notice here. That's for Corio, of course, ex-Lee Districts. Not cleared as yet, but yeah, Belpost still got a couple to come in. You're right.
Up goes Big Field at the centre and knocks the ball to the ground. Oh, bad bounce copped there by your Manson, who's tried hard all day. Kick off the ground by Nathan Lewis. He gets the last kick of the day. That's another stat for your son. Good on you. And the game's all over here. We'll get the scoreboard up on the screen for you very shortly. I think it'll read Corio 10-15-75 have gone down to the visitors here, Bell Post Hill, who have amassed 14 goals, 10-94. And the margin there, Ronnie, is 19 points.
Well, we've really blown it first up, haven't we, gentlemen? Not one of us got the right selection today.
I got it right halfway through the last quarter. But no, I thought Corio's experience would be too good. But let's give credit to these kids from Bell Post Hill. Have a look at a few of these kids. Horton, we've seen play. I bet he's a real tough customer. Tries very hard. Travail was in a net. Cameron Carr at full back. He's only about 19-20. Good player. A couple of other kids. Priscilla Cabbage, his second and third quarters were sensational. Very strong. David Wall. He's just good, isn't he? Just good. Let's just say that about David Wall. He's just a good player. He's only a kid too. And what about the kid in the last quarter, Neil Longworth? He's dyed his hair grey, Neil Longworth. You wouldn't believe it. Him and Stewie Benyon must be the two youngest kids there. And they both did their bit for the side too. And, of course, Scholar at centre half back. He played a tremendous game, I thought, for them. And the kid you mentioned, Martin, down there in the tooth of defence, he's only a boy. He's only a boy. He's not let into the pitch. He gets in a concession at the pitches. He's that young. And he did a very good job down at full back, Ron.
Yeah, I thought, he was the difference between the two sides. I've got to tell you, Michael Scholar wearing the 36 Guernsey here this afternoon, and I've got to tell you, he's going to get my 3 votes here this afternoon.
You won't get an argument from this little fella.
Great performance, and he attacked the ball profusely, whether, under pressure or not. Took some lovely marks at centre-half back, ran up the ground when he had the opportunity to, and another feature of his game, Cookie, was the disposal. 99% of the time he would use the ball to the advantage of the team, and congratulations for mine. But we'll get our director's votes and David Cook's votes to you very shortly, and of course the accurate one, Ronnie Brains, and we'll do an assummation and see who is the best man on the ground. But as you know, I've given mine to Mick Scholar. We'll give you 2 and 1 very shortly. Well, while we're waiting... Yeah, sorry, Noel.
Whilst we're doing that, the final score there on from the Geelong District Football League Bingo Centre on 218484. And the man out there is Barry Walker, I believe. Yep. He's the new manager out there, is that correct?
Yeah, Barry has taken over from Peter Connolly, whose health, isn't as good as Peter would like. And, Barry is now in the hot seat.
Yes, so that's the final score there. Corio 10-15-75 have gone down to Bell Post Hill 14-10-94. As you said, Ron, they might be a side in the GDFL this year.
Yeah, I think, Noel, they've, as Cookie just mentioned, they've got a few people to come back into the side. They've got a Queensland recruit, Mark Hancock, they tell me. He's quite a handy player. Looking through their list,
what else is there?
Adam Martin, brother of Brad Martin, didn't play today. And I think that...
and of course the Ark, Dominic Arkarachi.
Well, he wants to go to North Shore. The Ark
should stay here and play in a premiership side, Ron.
Cos Fazio.
Cos Fazio's got to play yet too. They've got a few to come.
Ex-Bell Park.
Just on the screen there, Ronnie, I noticed that Darren McNamara not happy at all. He's kept the boys out on the ground. He's given a real talking to.
Yeah, and interesting there, Ray Robertson, who's obviously the assistant coach out here to Darren McNamara, ex-Lee Districts, but having a bit of trouble getting a clearance.
Well, he'll make a difference if he gets here because he's a very good ruckman. He's also a very good tall forward and around the ground player, whereas the young fella, young Bowden, today, he had his colours completely lowered by Tony Field, I thought, who dominated the ruck duels and set up many forward moves for Bellpost Hill.
Yes, certainly, and well, all in all, it was a pretty entertaining game of football here this afternoon, gentlemen, and another fine job, the North Geelong Footy Club, and
I hope Dick didn't drink it all when he got it, that's all.
Congratulations to
Get through that in about a night and a half, Dick.
the GDFL and Citibank, of course, for supporting such a great league in the Geelong and District Footy League.
Ronnie, I've got my 3-2-1 ready for a change. I go 3 votes to Scholar from Bellpost Hill. He was the tutor out there that day. He wasn't the scholar. Did everything right at centre half back. Crashed through the packs. Did very nicely and knocked up getting kicks. And especially when it was a bit tough early to get a kick. He was the one that stood out, I thought, for Bellpost Hill. I gave 2 votes to Adam Prasimovich, and I gave it to him for about 2.5 quarters. But I just thought he set them alight halfway through that, towards the end of the first quarter, right through the second quarter and through the third quarter. Not a lot in the last. Kicked 3 goals and did very well. And I gave 1 vote to Darren McNamara at full-back for Corio. Even though he's off the ground for a while with a bit of a leg injury, I thought his job at full-back and centre-half back early and then full-back was very, very good. Yes, I gave him the 1 point.
Well, I've got to apologise to Mark Brady. He's kicked 5 goals, given a couple away to the full forward for Bellpost Hill. And possibly the difference between the two sides, but I've got to tell you, I couldn't...
Sean?
No.
Can you just throw those 2 cans of beer on Ron's desk away?
Thank you very much. Well, they were the cameraman's. I wouldn't be drinking that stuff. Now,
Ronnie, will you give you some votes there for a minute? You apologise to Mark Brady.
And I apologise to Noel as well, because I didn't...
Sorry, Ron, I didn't realise I had my microphone on. I do deeply apologise.
That's all right.
First day, we all make mistakes.
But now you know that I drink beer and not soft drink. I'm a professional.
I'm not guilty, I can tell you now. I'm not guilty.
Well, I'm very hurt.
Would you like to continue with your votes, Ron?
You're going to have to buy me a beer after the game now, Noel.
I'll buy you more than one.
And Daniel too wants one as well.
He's got to go out.
You're hurt, are you? Well, I'm very hurt myself, Noel. I might have one myself.
Well, look, Noel, while I'm giving my votes,
right.
Noel, you can work yours out, Noel. I'm sure you'll be happy about that. 1 vote, I'd go to the leader of the band. Yes, of course, Darren McNamara. Whether he was off the ground or not, Cookie, didn't matter because just the way he went about his business all day was very professional and a great game of football, Darren. And I'm sure if he continues in that way, the players will realise that you've got to tip in 4 quarters and not just 1.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't his fault. He went back on to Brady when he had 4 and he only got 1 more. And I think McNamara was off the ground when he got it. So